Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're having a great day. So, not many projects left I get excited about anymore. Very limited scope now in that area. But the ones that I think are going to really make a difference and they're going to really have value, I tend to focus on them. Um, and projects like Trustswap, very interesting, got me quite excited. There is a relationship between Trustswap and Uptrend. The CEO of Uptrend is a founder of Trustswap. And Trustswap is a very interesting product that can change the crypto space forever. Um, to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by that, what Trustswap is doing, similar to what the name implies, you're going to be trading off cryptocurrencies and coins and tokens um, through a decentralized system. Now, one big issue we've had in cryptocurrency has been the middleman, right? Um, the middleman is pretty much all the centralized exchanges. And that never sat quite well with me because if we think about the policies that run many of the centralized exchanges, these are powers that are out of our control. Not to mention, we're looking at about 95% of the space being totally dependent on centralized exchange. This is horrible for so many reasons. And although much of the volume is done through these centralized exchanges, what we have is a great occurrence of manipulation and wash trading and just overall abuse by these exchanges. They tell which projects get listed. Um, in many cases, this has not so much to do with quality of the projects or if they're going to be actually of significant use, but depends on money and paying to get listed and so on and so forth. These are all very negative things in this space. If your project's going to get listed, first of all, I think money should be taken out of it. And the reputable exchanges don't charge for listings, right? I don't believe Btcmyk charges for listings, if I'm not mistaken. Not a big centralized exchange person. I like to see them done with. I more so agree with Vitalik, where he says that I forget his exact quote, but something to the effect of centralized exchanges are the devil. um, so where TrustSwap gets everything right in this department is going to be totally decentralized in the way that you'll be able to list projects, do smart contracts, just so many applications to get this done. This can include anything from moving assets in estates after a person dies, that these contracts can be deployed and activated, and just cutting out the middleman in many of these areas. And that's very powerful, valuable technology. And so that's what's driving a lot of this value with TrustSwap. Now, we have things like similar projects like this, but I'm going to read from the CEO here, just give you a little background information of how he got started with TrustSwap, why it's just such a great project overall, and why I think it's going to be instrumental in helping to change this space and get us where we need to be. And the CEO we're talking about here is Jeff Kerdikis. I've spoken with him a few times, and just a great guy, absolute great guy. Started Uptrends. He's also the CEO of that, which is social media. I'm big on social media. I believe they go together with cryptocurrency hand in hand, and that if you have those elements working together, it's going to make more sense for adoption as most of the content consumed online is through social media. But let's read here from how he got started with TrustSwap and why it's so important. So a venture capital firm wanted to invest $50,000 into project tokens at a discount. Our company wanted to make sure that once the tokens were sent, they wouldn't sell them all at once and crash the token price. The only way to ensure this was to hire a lawyer to act as a middleman who would send fractional amounts of the tokens to the VC firm over time for a 5 to 10% fee. Absolute insanity. I figured there had to be something already created that implemented this service in a smart contract for a fraction of the cost. There wasn't. In fact, there was nothing that allowed for time-based payments at all. No trustless escrow for institutions. No trustless team token lockups. No automated employee payments. Nothing. That realization happened on June 19, 2020. Here we are today. Welcome to Trustswap. Jeff Kardakis. So that's pretty crazy because I thought something like that had already existed as well, but apparently subscriptions had not existed as of yet, locking up payments to come out in certain intervals and stages, as to say, if, for instance, if you have partners in a business and you want to deploy profits from that project over time and not at once, or you have investors, and having my own cryptocurrency, I can tell you that's a huge problem when you have big people come in and purchase a lot of the cryptocurrency at once. You have a great concern about, are they going to just dump these cryptocurrencies on you and dump the tokens on you, and of course push the price down, make everybody's days bad. And there's nothing you can do about that. Anything can come up with them and they can want to do that. But through Trustswap, you'll be able to make agreements through these smart contracts where that doesn't happen. Also, if you're a project like myself, Btcmyk, you definitely want to list on something like Trustswap where the community decides. I mean, I'm the getter decide what cryptocurrency should be listed, and it's not the decision of one entity, one centralized exchange. That makes a great deal of sense, and that's why I like this project as well so much. Of course, there are some downside to that risk, and where you have to do, like I guess Ivan on Tech says, put on your big boy pants. My thing about entering into the cryptocurrency space, though, is this is a space right off the bat with very high volatility, great deal of risk. And so you should come in here ready to do a lot of research on what you're buying, right? People, entities, groups creating cryptocurrencies. We know right off the bat that this space is risky. And in every video, we try to let you know it's not financial advice. We try to let you know that, hey, this is a risky business. Even though things sound good, you can lose everything. And you should come in with those thoughts. And it should be no different in a decentralized financial system, right, to this degree. You should understand this technology before you put your money out there. Understand the technology enough to be able to make an adult decision, an informed decision, before you just jump right in about, I can lose all this money, right? And if you come in like that, I think you'll be fine. And if you can't lose the money, then do not put it up, right? It's better to just wait till you can. Cryptocurrency, over the last decade, we've thought we've had our last chance to make money. Everybody feels it's their last chance to make money. I assure you that this is a space that new technology, new ideas, people are very resourceful. They come up with new ideas all the time. You will have opportunity down the road. So don't put yourself in a bad position. And that way we can take this power from these middlemen who are charging these ridiculous fees and controlling this space and manipulating the space, right? So getting away from all of that, this is what Trustswap's going to allow us to do. So it sounds like a great project. My understanding is it started off something like, I don't know, something like 5 cents or a penny or something like that. And it's $1.50 now, right? So this thing has increased crazily, right? Like over 100 times its value. Interesting enough, Jeff Kardikis is also the CEO of Uptrends. Uptrends is a social network that is doing a great job. Let's take a look at Uptrends real quick here. All right, we're here on Uptrends. So Uptrends is a social network, and the barrier of entry is so very easy for Uptrends, and it's starting to certainly take off. It had a very huge spike. Some believe that may have been due to the spike in the price of Trustswap in the relation there, but it's done very well as of late here, going all the way from something like I believe not even quite half a penny, all the way up to 7 cents, and it's come down a bit. I think it's around 4 cents now, but quite the impressive move. There's quite a bit of content here, and quite a bit of influencers here on the Uptrend network. And looking at the barrier of entry, to me, Uptrend seems like a very good platform. In that people who are initially getting into cryptocurrency, there's a very easy way to onboard on. You don't have to deal with complicated management of keys or wallets. I kind of think of it like a landing platform. And once you're on, you're able to then transition into other projects. And so in that way, I think Uptrends does a very good job. But both of these seem to be very well put together projects. The CEO, Jeff Kardikis, he seems quite capable and seems to have a good understanding of the cryptocurrency space, and where it needs to end up. And so, yeah, looking pretty darn good. They're pretty darn good. I've been posting on here for quite a bit now, for quite a bit of time. Remember when they first got started, early days. And you should definitely give it a try. I'm going to leave a link in the description. And within that link, you can join under there, and you can start as well posting here on Uptrends. And as you can see, some very interesting content here that you can participate in. But very glad to hear everything happening with Uptrend and Trustswap. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, there's a bell icon at the top of your YouTube videos, right? You might see it lighting up sometimes. Very important that you hit that icon and lets you know when your latest videos have been posted from us and many of your other favorite YouTube content creators. So make sure you do that. That's all I want to say in this video. And until next time, as always, take care.